So the plan here then is to spectate myself and my squad and look at things a bit more tactically. You know, I look at other people's, and sometimes I'm not very kind to them, so I'm going to do the same to me, and probably more James, to be honest, because he's normally the liability. Okay, so we've got a team landing in here. In terms of the HUD, the heads-up display, I wanted the mini-map so we could see position and stuff like that. As you can see, we've loaded in as a trio in squads here. So, you know, we are going to be outnumbered, so we need to play a little bit more tactically. We're off to a decent start. We've got one kill already. We've got another guy down. James has put the bunker thing up. I hear that there's another player here. I want to have a look around the corner first. They don't know I'm here. Got time to get the headshots off, and I don't take any damage in that situation. So we've got 4 kills, so that's a team wipe. As we can see on the map, there's nobody else there. The one on the speech bubble, I believe, that shows the NPC that's available. And this is James messing around and getting a bit of karma, getting chucked down into the water. Didn't take any damage. He thought he was going to die there, which would have been quite funny. Gav and I push up to Bastion here, and we don't get the visualizations, which is a bit annoying, but I believe we pick up that, yeah, okay, so we see somebody going right the way across. They don't stop at this tower, they go all the way across to the left there. So my thought is there's going to be some more people coming around this corner, which is why I'm maintaining a bit of cover. We hear footsteps, we see the footsteps as well, and Gav and I take him out quite easily. Zipline's coming back. Finishing this one off while I've got cover to my back, and we've got 2 guys on him. Okay, so we've got 2 covered. I say at this point to James, don't go down and loot that player, just in case he is being baited. You know, I can see the loot. There isn't particularly anything that I want there, so I'm maintaining cover. James just goes for it anyway. I'm sort of using him as bait, just in case there's somebody else over that other side. Looks fine. Didn't hear any shots, didn't see any movement, so I go down and mop up the ammo. So at this point, their teammates are probably just dipped out because there's no way to come back, so why would they carry on playing? So that's my assumption because of you know, my own experience. What I'm thinking is that they're still around here, and you can see we're still thinking they must be around here because that's how you should be playing the game. You're in squads. You're not, unless you're going to be somebody ridiculous with some ridiculous KD, you're not going to be taking on a squad on your own. So I don't know what's happened there. The weapons thing has gone from gold to purple. We decide that it's probably worth going to the boss at this point. There doesn't seem to be anybody else around. Go to the boss. I've got a gold shotgun, but I want to have the mythic one. For a time, I did think that I wanted to have the combat or the Maven because we were in squads and you needed to have that rapid fire because you're facing more than one person. And we get rid of the boss quite easily. But what I've started to... Nice bit of lag on the playback there. But what I've started to think is, well, actually, I'm happier with the mythic because I know I can just concentrate and get that one drag scope shot at somebody and then finish them off with the SMG. If I position it right, I didn't check the corners here. I should have checked the corners. You know, I'm doing it very slowly, but we could have had that player around here camping the vault, and we should have checked the corners a bit better there. Gav did say, you know, we might have somebody camping down here, but it was a bit later on. So yeah, so I'm a little bit happier with the mythic. If I do play things a little bit more strategically and I separate people out, so I'm only playing one-on-ones rather than, you know, 1v2 or wherever, then you have that one shot. And if you miss it, it's not the biggest pain in the world. You can switch to your SMG, get some shots on them, panic them, and then maybe switch back to the shotgun if you need to. So we've got the storm coming in. Finished looting up, we've got slurps, we've got the mythic shotgun. Still looking, thinking that must be somebody behind us. Still thinking there must be. the next thing we're going for here, and we're thinking, well, where else can they be? Well, they might be at that next building. So we make our way over there. I think a couple of us have got keys as well, so we thought, well, we'll have a look over and see if there's anything worthwhile. I think the only thing I'd need is a better red eye at this point. I think I've still only got a green red eye. No sign of any movement, no sign of any death, no sign of any shots. We are going to sort of crouch our way up to it just in case. But you can see on the map, we've maybe the last player on that team. He's still there. It's a really odd place for him to be holding. He's looking up at the ice, or he's in a building, looking in a corner. It's certainly not the best place because of the angle that the ice cliff has on that property. So it's a silly place to be holding, really. Not entirely sure what's going on with him. He won't have cards. If it's the last player, he might have one card from the other one that went off with him and I'm guessing died. We see death over here. I thought, well, I'll have a quick look down. They might have something better than a green red eye for me. So I do have a quick look. But you can clearly see there's nothing there. So have a quick look round just in case there's anybody that's just killed them or anything like that. I think Gav has heard somebody at this point. Yeah, he's been shot at. I get there a little bit too late because it's 1v2, and in this game you get two people shooting at one person. Usually the solo is going to lose. I thought that was a blue red eye for some reason. It had a bit of a tint to it, but obviously not that much. So we hear plenty of shooting going on over here. At the time, we thought this was two full teams, but it's only 3 players. So we've got Gav shooting to the right of me, and we've got James to the left. They're trying to blow up the petrol station. And I think we actually get a knock. I think we actually get one of the players. Yeah, we must have got one of the teams there through blowing up the petrol station. These two are fairly weak. If I could hit the shots, then we'd be sorted. And we see another team coming in now in the car, and there's a sniper shot. There we go. There's a sniper shot from the left that I blocked. A couple of shots on that guy, but he's got the explosive, the high-steered red eye. So I think, right, well, I'm going to dip behind the wall and wait for him to come into the open. There's somebody behind the reboot van. Now here I decide to make a bit of a gas play while nobody really knows where I am. I've got slurps, so I've got plenty of time to do it. And if I can knock a couple out at this point, using the flare gun to identify everyone. We get an easy kill here, but somebody's up on the hill and has got a nice position on me. I do peek it, but yeah, they're well positioned. The teammate there doesn't know what's going on and runs straight past me. So the reason we've got 5 yellows is because they've got a bot as well. Many bots all over the place. This one's jumping about and is dispatched. This one I think, right, well, we'll get rid of the bot, but I'm being shot from somewhere. It looked like, so it's coming from higher up. I had no idea, because then I get hit from there. I didn't see the other people the other side of that ridge. This is a different team entirely. So now we're being third-partied by the team in orange. The team in yellow was the one that came in the car originally. The guy is in that tree with, I think, the pulse rifle. Must be the pulse rifle.
I will find you, and I will kill you.
Yeah, so the guy was in that tree with the pulse rifle there. The bot is being attacked by a chicken. He's being chased by a chicken. I don't know if he actually kills him in the end, but if you see when he's revived here, you can see him being hit. It's being hit by the chicken. They're a menace. And I think he just gets finished off there. I don't know if the bot did it or if James did it. But now we're well into the gas. Just healing up. James nicks a slurp that I'm in dire need of. We have lost Gav. I managed to pick up a crown while I was crawling around, which is obviously the priority. We see that the circle has pulled to us. So we're thinking here, well, we are in the gas, but we're only losing 2 health a second. We've got slurps, we've got health, we can pull this off. So we make the play for the reboot. We've got the bot with us as well, so I don't know if the bot actually helps, but it seems to go fairly quick. As you can see, we are well in the gas. Now the issue is that obviously Gav has come back in the gas with us. In the gas, the storm, you know what I mean. So Gav's come back, so he's only got health. He needs to shield up. We've got some splashes, which I'd like to take advantage of. Got another one, thank you. You can see the other team has given up holding us. They were lingering on the edge of the storm just to see if we came out. So it's probably worked to our advantage that they were quite an aggressive team, because they've moved somewhere else. They've probably lost track of our kills, or the kills that they should have had from us, because they're well involved in another team. We've got 4 teams left, 14 players. I think we've lost the boss at this point. Maybe the chicken finished him off. So Gav's gone down to get his shield sorted. We're all right. I can use bandages to take me to 75 health. To take me to 225 in total, which all things considered isn't too bad. Only 10% off max. Reloading all the weapons. Got the flare gun. We can hear the shots and we can get the indication, so we know roughly where they are, but we don't have a view on it. We're assuming that there's going to be somebody up at that castle in the next circle. Keep checking behind, because we can hear two teams fighting, but we don't know where the other one is at this point. And obviously on the map there, we've got the aggressive team that's just wiped the ones that were over that castle side. And the aggressive team is now pushed over again to another team. So they were taking apart the lobby, to be fair. It'd be interesting to see how many kills they actually had between them. Because they did have some good shots. They'd obviously aggressive team, they've done the island as well. So they've been up there and had the pulse rifle. I don't know why I didn't pick up this SMG earlier, because it was still there. Okay, everybody's now at full health. Us versus 4. So what we've done, we've just taken up position on this far side, rather than trying to run across open ground. We don't know where the team is. We didn't want to cross open ground to get to that castle, because we thought they might be over there. So I'm just maintaining a visual where I can see 2 sort of lines of sight here. Can hear the shots, we can see them just in the distance there. Don't know what they're doing, if they're just messing around with each other or what, but they seem to be taking down trees, taking down cover. And we just said, right, we just need to have shots at them. We worked out that they're still in the storm from positioning there, and they need to move to us, so we'll just take some shots at them, weaken them hopefully. We've got Spider-Man flying around everywhere. James gets sniped and goes into the storm for some reason and gets properly done over. I get a couple of shots on this guy. He's got a slurp on the go, so it will weaken him, but it obviously won't finish him off. We've got somebody flying around above us. This guy does not seem to know that I'm there, or just ignores me. And that was him. That was him. That was the guy I said I'd get. Missed the shotgun shot there, and they seem to try melee. I don't know if they were doing some sort of challenge, but they were determined to melee to finish me off. I don't know if it was a case of, oh, let's melee him as the last guy. But they sort of regret trying to do that. Right shoulder peek, left shoulder peek. He figures I'm not going to go into the storm, and he regrets it. That's probably the best bit of play I've ever done at the end there, and it brings up my 25th victory crown. Very pleased with it. The guys couldn't believe that I'd managed to pull it off, because I'm a bit of a bot, as you can see, but I was very pleased with myself. And if you've enjoyed watching this, then please consider giving me a like on the video and subscribe for more stuff. Okay, thank you very much. Cheers, bye.